Everything we needed in our life to be happy is simple. Hello everyone, I am Aditi and today I will be discussing on one of the very important and the interesting topic that is related to success. I will be dividing my topic into chunks wherein firstly I'll talk about the definition of success from different perspectives. Secondly, I will deal with one of the very interesting story. Third is the aspects related to success, and lastly I will be concluding with a beautiful quote. So, the definition of success differs from one person to another person. For some, it might be related to community services, engaging in NGOs or the civil services, while for some, it might be related to that of having luxurious things in life, having materialistic things, luxurious cars and destinations, everything. While for some, it might be related to keeping their personal life happy, their family relationship happy, and maintaining a good vibes with family should be their ultimate goal. But for me, success is all about having good health, meaningful work, and love. Now I will share a very interesting story. There was a person named Ali Hamid. He used to live in the Middle Eastern region and he was sort of very hardworking person. So one day a Buddhist priest was going through that area. He said, "Oh man, you are doing a lot of hard work, but I can see the output is really low." Ali Hamid replied, "Yes, you judged me right. Though I am working a lot more hard work in my field, but a very low amount of output I could devote to my family or keeping my family affiliated to wealth." Then Buddhist priest said, "Okay, fine, I am going through a journey. I want to stay at your place for just one night." Ali Hamid agreed, "Okay, sir, fine, you can stay at my place." Then while they were having sort of dinner, Buddhist priest asked to Ali Hamid, "Do you know about diamonds?" Ali Hamid replied, "No, I don't know, and I am hearing it for the first time." Then Buddhist priest said, "If you will get the diamonds, it will make you ultimate rich person. And diamond could be found anywhere, like it can be found in nearby to the valley regions, nearby to the forest, beneath the ocean. It could be found in the farm as well." So Ali Hamid felt very happy that, oh my god, ultimately he is going to be get richer. Then Ali Hamid said ki, where I could easily get through this. Then Buddhist priest said, "Okay, for that you have to do the hard work." Then what Ali Hamid did, he packed all his stuffs. He left his family behind and went to get the diamond for him and to make his family richer. But what happened, there is a major twist. What happened is that after 2 to 4 years, he could not find any diamond anywhere. And devastatingly, he gave upon his life. And the farm in which he was living, he was given on rent to someone else. So while that person, he was relaxing in that area, he found something sort of shiny over there. He went and digged into that area and he found a lot more diamonds. The farm contained all the diamonds in that area, and it was gained a lot of media attention because the diamonds could be found in very less place, and that the farm of Hamid Ali was full of diamonds. So what is the moral of the story? The moral of the story is the success we are finding outside the world should not be that satisfactory to us. Chasing other people's dream or having obsession with others people's dream should not bring the ultimate level of satisfaction to your life in the long term also. Now come to the second part, that is related to happiness. You know, happiness could be of more than one kind. Happiness is not just about an emotion. It can be also about evaluating ourselves, having critical analysis on our thoughts or on our goals and everything. What I think, you should seek respect rather than fame, because fame is all about when lot more people know about you but very little people have knowledge about you. But when it comes to respect, then it comes from the inner circle, when people will not judge you on the basis of materialistic things you are having, but the inner peace you are having. So this is sort of very important thing in life. And what I personally believe is, instead of focusing on status, we should worry about finding roles in the lives of others, how we can contribute in the lives of others, how we could help them. Now coming on to motivation. In order to assess your current level of motivation, you should do two things. Firstly, analyze whether you are running towards your goal or you are moving away from your fears. Think twice, because fears and desires are the two very dominant factors of human psyche. There is a famous exercise, it is known as lottery exercise by Cynthia Stafford on success. She says that imagine you won a lottery, and through that lottery you are purchasing everything you have imagined in your life. You are purchasing your favorite dress, or you are landing up in your destination you have planned for, and everything. But if you do not have any plans that what will you do for this lottery money you have gained for, then do one thing. Take a piece of paper and write certain goals you want to achieve in your life. It might be related to your education, it might be related to media or the community service or anything sort of. So from writing that, you will get a rough sketch that where and how your life is running towards, and where you will be after 10 to 20 years in your life. A famous MIT professor told that don't follow your passion, follow your talents. Because in the things you are already good at, and if you will do best in those things, then it will give you an ultimate level of satisfaction in your life, and you will not follow a certain kind of rat race in your journey. Now I will be ending my this thing with a very beautiful quote. An unexamined life should not be worth living. This is a famous quote by Socrates. So what I inferred from this quote is, if you are living a life that in which you are not examining your cultural values, your family values, the society pressures which have shaped you, then I think you are not on the right approach. You are not living an examining life. The random thoughts are going onto your mind, the swirling thoughts are distracting you and everything. It is not kind of worth it. So I think all these things make some sense to you in the field of success and how your journey towards life will be in future, upcoming future. And I hope a lot more success to you. Thank you so much for patiently listening to me. Bye bye.